Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Widumelo Waka Tsileni. Okay, today I'm going to talk about something that has been really bothering me because I haven't been well. This year I probably went to the gynae about 7 times. Yep. I started having severe abdominal pain and back pain. And I went to see my gynae, and who did an ultrasound. I also did a pap smear, which came negative. And he did an ultrasound where he checked, and he confirmed that I do have fibroids, but they are very small, like 2 centimeters, and there's probably about 2-3 of them. And he said he doesn't think I need to take them out because of they're very small. And I walked away so confused, like thinking, what is this doctor thinking? I've got something in my body and he's waiting for it to grow before he can be concerned. Why can't we take it now while it's still tiny? But Jack, doctors know better. And I walked away. And after a month, when is the time for my period again? Same problem again. And this time it was so severe that there was a day I skipped and I didn't go to work. And I realized, this is getting serious. I went back to him and he gave me an antibiotic, thinking probably it's a bladder infection, it will go away. And next month again, same thing again. And I decided to go to a different gynecologist for a second opinion. So I explained to him all my issues, and he also did an ultrasound, and he said, okay, yeah, I can see fibroids. I also don't think that they're big to be operated. And he said probably there's more to this issue. So he decided I do a laparoscopy. So we set up a date, and I was taken to theater, and he did the laparoscopy, and he found out that I had a tubal cyst, and I think they call it in medical terms, it's called paratubal cyst, which he removed. So he told me after the op that he removed that paratubal cyst, and I thought, yay, probably fibroids were the problem, and this is the problem. And I walked away happy, and it took me about a week and a half to recover. It was painful. It was painful. And I recovered, and after my recovery it was that time again for my period. And he also advised that I must use Evra patch so that I can control my period. So Evra is 3 patches where you put a patch every week, and instead of having a patch-free week, you continue with the patch so that you avoid having your period. But surprise, my body was not having none of that. Who are you to dictate to this body that she mustn't put what and whatever? So yeah, I still bled with the patch on, and it became severe, and it had blood clots, and the back pain became worse, and yeah, it's a nightmare. It's such a nightmare. And after that, I decided to go to my first doctor, and I explained to him what's happening in my body, and I told him about the laparoscopy, obviously, and I told him I needed to get a second opinion. That's why I didn't come to you, because I've seen you twice already. That's why I went to the other doctor. I needed to get a second opinion. But he understood that sometimes as patients, we need to get other people's opinion. And he checked me again, and he said, you know what, your fibroids, I still think they're very small. Because if you tried Evra patch and it's not working, let's try Clara, which is an oral contraceptive. I tried that, it didn't help as well. The problem continued, and so this is the month of August. I think it's been the worst since this problem started in Feb. August has been the worst month. This is really taking a lot out of me. I'm a very active person. I prefer going to gym and doing my yoga, I can't because of the back pain and the abdominal pain. And this month of August, I probably been bleeding for 3 weeks non-stop with the patch that was supposed to make me not to bleed. So yeah, and it's not easy because of when you're taking hormonal treatment as well, it messes up with your mood swings. Everything just goes, yeah, and I haven't been myself. I hope that I'll get a solution, but I've decided that end of September I'm gonna go in. No matter how small they are, I just want to remove these fibroids. They might be the problem, and if the fibroids are not the problem, I will then, last option will be to remove the womb. But yeah, that will be my last options because I wanted to have a baby girl. Yeah. This another important issue is that the second doctor that I went to see, he also suspects that I might have a condition called adenomyosis. I was like, what? Adenoma what? I've never heard of it. But yeah, basically it's you've got the wall of the uterus and the uterus, so the wall grows into the outer lining of the uterus, and it leaves some cells, and it's some complicated condition. But it feels like our South African doctors, they don't know how to deal with this condition because of I asked him, how do you know for sure that I have this condition? He says the only way you can know is once you do a hysterectomy and then we take your uterus to the lab for testing. That's when definitely we can say you've got adenomyosis. I was like, take out my womb. No. Anyway, as scary as it sounds, I was like, no. So yeah, it might be adenomyosis. I don't know. So we'll see. Wish me luck. I'm gonna go and do another op and let's see how it goes.